Can you hear me? I've got a fucking box on my head. Hello?
That is what the sky looks like outside. It's actually not that bad a day, but it is kind of winter. Well, technically it's autumn, I think, but it is freezing fucking cold. I think it's colder inside than it actually is out there. That's how my house likes to roll. So yes, Call of Duty pickups, because yeah, when I did that last kind of video on all of the, well, it wasn't the last video, but I did that video on all of my Call of Duty games and realised that there was a few little gaps in collections that I needed to fill. So yes, I picked up some games, so I'm going to show you what they are. Call of Duty 3 for the Wii. Not a fan of playing these games on the Wii, to be honest, because the graphics are basically like PS2 graphics. I don't think you couldn't get Call of Duty 2 or 3 on the PS2, could you? Possibly you could have got Call of Duty 2. I don't know, but mate, because there was that World at War. Yeah, so yeah, there was that shit World at War game on the PS2. So anyway, yeah, this was the only one that I don't have for the Wii. For some reason on the Wii you can get Modern Warfare and you can get Modern Warfare 3, but you can't get Modern Warfare 2. Yeah, whatever. So PS3, Black Ops 2, which actually has odd kind of ripping on the tearing on the corner of the insert label, cover art, insert thing, yeah, whatever. And this is, I think it's just a disc only, there's no manual. Yeah, as I said in the kind of video that I did, Black Ops 2 is one of my favourites, and I have it on the Wii U and the Xbox 360, but not the PS3. I've never actually owned it on the PS3, and I imagine that I don't know whether I'll play it, to be honest, because generally old Call of Duty games are completely broken on the PS3, and there's people running around invincible and invisible and inbred and all sorts of ins on there. So to the current generation, Call of Duty Ghosts. I have Call of Duty Ghosts for the PS4 via, you know, the one where you upgraded the PS3 version, and you play it by putting the PS3 disc in your PS4. So I have that version. The problem with my PS4 version of Call of Duty Ghosts is I bought the season pass for it, and if you install the season pass, it ruins the game because not as many people have the season pass, and it tries to find people that have it, and it's just impossible to get a game these days. I also have it on the PC on Steam, and a lot of the game modes are just removed. I think they were there at launch and they had problems with people hacking and things, so they just fucking couldn't be bothered and removed the game modes. This I tried last night, and pretty much within 20 seconds I'm in a game. So I do think this is, a lot of people hated on this game, but I do think it's kind of a little bit underrated. I don't mind it. I like some of the maps on it and some of the weapons and things. This is an interesting one. I actually purchased this yesterday, and I'll actually do a video showing you how this kind of arrived from the postman this morning. But yes, I bought this and it was only 12 quid. Now this game is going for 20 quid ish on Amazon, 20 quid plus on eBay, and someone had a load of these listed for £12, brand new sealed, and I wanted it brand new and sealed because I didn't realise that this version you put the disc in and you can play Modern Warfare Remastered just using the disc. You don't need a code or anything. On the PS4 version you need a code and you need to put the disc in as well. So if you buy a second-hand copy of this, I mean, I may not be 100% correct here, but I think I am. If you buy a second-hand copy for the Xbox One, you can play Modern Warfare Remastered, I think. So yes, this is actually a German version, and when I paid for this on PayPal, it was a Polish, what do you call it, PayPal address, a Polish email address for the PayPal account, and it instantly said that it had been dispatched when I bought it. So I'm thinking, hold on, 12 quid. I didn't realise it was a German version. But I'm thinking, you know, 12 quid and it's already dispatched. I've been scammed here or something. But it did turn up today. And yes, you can, as I say, play Modern Warfare, as far as I'm aware, without a code. But obviously, you do have to put the disc in. This doesn't mean that the game is on the disc. I don't think any of the data is on the disc. You still have to do like nearly an 80 gig download to actually play Modern Warfare Remastered. I played a little bit. I played the little training mission, and I think the graphics look shit. So there you go. 4 Call of Duty games. What's going on with Call of Duty World War 2? It's easier to get a match now, but I am downloading. I've just been playing a little bit of it, but I am downloading Modern Warfare Remastered. The rest of it still ongoing. So yeah, it is. I think that's affecting my matchmaking and things at the minute, and the game's a bit stuttery. But I think that's just because I'm obviously hogging the broadband using the Xbox One, downloading downstairs, and they still haven't implemented the kind of social space, the little army base thing. I forget what they call it. So yeah, 4 games picked up, and now I will go downstairs, pick up the envelope that this came in, and show you how it arrived. So here we are. This is the packaging that the game arrived in. This bit here, this hole, is where I've kind of ripped my address off, because obviously I don't want the whole internet know my address and sending a fucking SWAT team round or whatever. So yes, it basically came in this bag that was like from the Royal Mail. If I just pull this out, and it's got like, our sincere apologies, blah blah blah. Basically, it looks like somebody opened it. You know, I didn't have to actually open this game when I got it. Just I ripped the top off the bag, and then the game was just like, you know, you could see what game it was and all of that kind of thing. It's like somebody opened it to see what game it was, and that, nah, Infinite Warfare, fuck that shit, and just stuck it back in the whatever, in the Royal Mail sorting office. Yeah, so that is how it came, all fucked up and shit. Just, you know, envelope open, and I mean all the side of the envelope is open and everything. But yeah, they did, you know, put some bubble wrap on it, so they did make an attempt to package it quite well. And the Royal Mail has just absolutely fucking decimated the envelope, because they are idiots. I actually worked for the Royal Mail for one day once, and it was just that much of a disorganised fuckfest that I quit. And then they didn't pay me for that one day for about 6 months. That is how ridiculous they are. So yes, thanks for watching. And yes, it's cold, and I'm off to go and die of hypothermia. Not to be consumed. Not to be confused with hyperthermia. Hypothermia is where you overheat and burn and die and stuff, and hypothermia is where you freeze and die and stuff. High five. Also, can I just say, like, now that I've put all of these games in here and moved everything down, these Terminators is like, I mean, them two there, look, it's like Terminators in a gay bar or something. Especially with this guy. He's proper Johnny Cakes.